In this video, let's take a quick look at accessing commands in the drawing view. I've got a site survey open here, and we're going to talk about in the drawing view how I can pull down a menu item to do something and choose a command. The second way is I can right-click any blank spot on the drawing, and I have those same commands available here. And thirdly, I can put the cursor over any object like this picture and right-click and issue a command. And let's start here. I want to change the opacity of this drawing. So I'm going to right-click the drawing, and I can either go into the properties of the drawing and change the opacity, or I can modify the object, and here are certain things I can modify like the opacity. Let's select it here. And let's bring this down to something not quite as bold. So I've just changed the opacity of that picture by right-clicking the picture and finding the opacity command. Now, I want to do something different now. I want to take this house and change the way it's drawn. And then I want to copy those settings to the barn, the garage, and the shed. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into the house, double-click it, and from the Traverse drawing settings, I'm going to tell Traverse PC that I want to go into the control points, and I want to make the text just a little smaller. I want to go into the fill, and I want to change the fill color to something a little lighter. And let's choose OK. Now, I don't want to have to go to each of these barn, garage, and shed and make those same changes. Instead, I'm going to tell Traverse PC that I want to go Tools, Copy Traverse Drawing Settings. So I could go to the Tools menu and choose this, or I could right-click, then go to the Tools menu and choose that command. And when I choose the command from the menu, the first thing it asks me to do in the bottom status bar down here is left-click the source Traverse. So I need the source to copy from. So I'm going to left-click that, and now I follow the commands, and it says left-click each of the other traverses to copy those settings too. So I'm going to copy them to the barn, to the garage, and to the shed. And I right-click to tell it I'm all done. Now, let's say that I wanted to do that by right-clicking the source traverse first, the house. So let's change this back the way it was. Remember, our fill was a solid gray or silver, and we went into control, and let's put that back at the size we want. So just like we right-clicked the picture, and Traverse PC knew that's the picture we wanted to operate on, I'm going to right-click anything drawn by this traverse, and under Traverse Tools, I'm going to find that same command, Copy Traverse Drawing Settings. Now, I don't have to pick the source traverse because I started with a traverse. I started with an object drawn by a traverse, so the prompt at the bottom doesn't say select the source traverse. It just goes right to the next step, which says left-click a destination traverse. So let's left-click the barn, garage, and the shed, and right-click to tell it we're done. So we've taken a look in this video how I can choose a command from a menu up here at the top. I can right-click any blank spot and choose those same commands, or I can put the cursor over any object like a picture, right-click, and get the commands that are specific to that object. And if I start a command by right-clicking a specific object, the command prompts are likely to be different because I already have the object selected to start the command.